Salut à tous et bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Je me retrouve actuellement à l'université aérospatiale de Séoul et je suis avec le professeur Park. Et il va nous entretenir, il va nous donner un message, on va dire des enseignements sur l'intelligence artificielle, le futur de l'emploi dans la technologie et également comment apprendre aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce qu'il faut apprendre aujourd'hui sur l'ère de l'intelligence artificielle. Good morning, Professor Park.
Morning.
Yeah, I am happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see you here.
Ok. So, on va l'écouter pour son message et puis par la suite, on va ensemble tirer les leçons de notre présence ici. Merci à tous.
Hi, my name is Dr. JONG SOU PARK, and I'm with Korea Aerospace University. And thanks so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. And I have been working with computer science more than I think 40 years or something, since 1984. So it's been about 40 years, I believe. And then I see, very abrupt change nowadays, and there is a big change in AI and blockchain. So I think you are familiar with AI, artificial intelligence, and actually it started from 1950s. Computer scientists and people want to make a computer similar to human being, right? Mimic, human beings' intelligence, something. That's the reason why they came up with the name artificial intelligence. And then was not artificial intelligence until DeepMind and Google actually converged together, and then they make up a paper, very famous paper, "Attention is all you need." But actually, there was a behind story. So long ago, many people tried, but was not successful. But all of a sudden, because 2016 there were fight. I mean the competition between human being and the AI about the game, and the game name is Go Game, and this is Chinese, very old Chinese game. And then there's a white stone and black stone, and then there was huge amount of different combinations. So people thought, oh, the computer cannot win over human being in this game because this game is too complex. Well, actually, they came up with technology named reinforcement learning, and then because of the game, Google acquired DeepMind with a huge amount of money, and $60 billion something. And then they were able to get the technology, and 1 year later, 2017, they were able to produce the paper, a very famous paper, "Attention is all you need." And that became the basis for the large language model. Currently, you are familiar with Gemini and OpenAI, ChatGPT or something, right? And so many tech companies are competing worldwide, and in Korea. DeepSeek also, yeah, Chinese people are very good at this point because they can collect the data very easily. Anyway, now this is a global competition, and there are leading groups and behind groups. But to think about the education for Africa or something, some children, we are limited by the classroom. We are limited by the ability of the teacher. And the teacher can teach only one thing at a time, but the AI can teach many different ways and many different kids. This is so personalized, education is possible. And anytime, any place, 24 hours or 7 days, and every day, this is possible. But teacher is not available like that, very limited. So this will change. So actually, I built up the game, Roblox game, and then I try to teach students while they are gaming. They can learn. This is my idea, and they can ask the ChatGPT about what they are curious about or something. The CEO of the company visited very locally to Korea, and I'm very happy with his wife also. So this is a very good opportunity for me, and I am building up this game, and this game will be connected to the ChatGPT, the AI, and then they can play games, and then they can learn in this way. I think they can finish, the ordinary curriculum in a very short time, and without money and without something, without that much of the effort. You go school and then you try to memorize word, and you memorize the formula or something, but rather than doing, memorizing and in a forced way, you just enjoy and you just play game, and then you get to know very naturally. This is the learning. Elon Musk was once talked about that. In current situation is not learning. You need to be play game, and then you need to learn. He was talking about this, but anyway. So that was my idea, and then in the future, the problem is there are only very few, very good, people, and very good. I mean, very higher technology people and the company, and there are less, companies. We can think of it as a one or zero something in a binary, system. Something. So this will be a very, very big problem, and even America, very famous, institute, schools like Berkeley and Stanford, graduates in computer science cannot find out the job because they are using AI code, and so this is a big problem of the employment problem. But this is not only America. Now happens in Korea and Japan and China, and they'll go down to again and again, and so many people will not find out the job with the regular university education. This is a very sad situation, but this is happening, and this is naturally will go up, and more serious things can happen. So we have to be very careful about efficiency of the education, and rather than going to the regular school or something, rather than following the very fixed way of getting the job, is not valid anymore, and we have to be prepared for this. And we are collecting community people, so people come here with this on the site, and then we can see what's going on in this world and what will be happening in the future, near future. So this is very important. And then rather than studying, people think, oh, then I can study about AI. No, I don't think this is a solution. Rather than kind of you can. I mean, it's better for you to understand the AI. This will help, but it's not only one way. You need to know how to use AI, like ChatGPT or AI agent. This is better, and then you need to combine many different ideas together. That's the only one way you can survive, I believe. You just know AI, that was enough previously, but it's not enough because everybody can do it within 5 minutes. So what can you do? You need to combine many different subjects into together. So this is like the kind of planning. Okay, some your own way of planning is very important. Okay, for the future, and then you can use AI agent as a just just agent, right? Just your tools. Okay, so if you know how to drive the car, you don't need to understand the internal theory of the car, like engine or transmission. You don't need to understand the basics of the theory. You can drive car. That's important. Whether you can drive a car or not. But not only driving one car, you need to understand how to drive many different cars or something, and then you can combine them together. Biology, aerospace, and mathematics and physics or something. Because you can learn all those subjects very quickly. Because you can ask a question to ChatGPT, and if you have an idea, if you have your own special idea, it's very important. Okay, and asking questions. African students, especially in Cote d'Ivoire, this is a very good advantage, I believe. They ask questions, without hesitation. But in Korea, they don't want to ask questions. This is no good. This is cultural background. But so I think you have a very good, cultural background in that point. But not only for the cultural background, you need to understand the future, and you need to understand what AI can bring you. Okay, so this is important. You understand this, and you need to find out the way to escape from the situation, right? So you can kind of go a different way than other people, and this community is important because I'm preparing this game to be released, and the people can play, and then I can get the feedback, and I can improve product or something. So I definitely think our game in Roblox can change the African education, including Côte d'Ivoire. So this is my honor and pleasure to have a meeting with.
How can we use Roblox? How can we find
Oh, you can go to the Google Play Store, and you can type ROBLOX Roblox, and you can download the app, and then you can start play. But there's only kids game, so you say, "Oh, this is kind of childish, right?" No, no, no. But we will provide in the middle of the game about the contents of mathematics, contents of physics, contents of biology, and things like this. In the middle, you can ask questions. What is DNA? What is RNA? What is the Newton's some fundamentals or something? Some many very complex ideas or some concept you can. And you can also be a member of the soldier, like you are in the real situation or something. You are running on top of the horse, and then you kind of attack some castle or something. So you will experience, not just reading. No, just reading cannot the knowledge cannot sustain that much. But if you really experience with the body and your soul, something that you will remember. So this is the idea. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
J'espère que vous avez bien compris ce message. J'espère que ce message vous a fait du bien. Laissez en commentaire vos avis. Si c'est la première fois que vous arrivez sur cette chaîne, alors abonnez-vous et activez la cloche de notification pour ne pas rater nos prochaines vidéos. On se dit à très bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo avec le même enthousiasme et le même engagement. Jésus vous aime. Donnez votre vie à Jésus-Christ afin que vous ayez le salut. Parce que la Bible dit dans Jean 3,16 que Dieu a tant aimé le monde qu'il a donné sa vie, qu'il a donné son Fils, afin que quiconque croit en lui ne périsse point, mais qu'il ait la vie éternelle. À très bientôt. Peace.